So 17 years on YouTube. 17 years since I started this account back in 2008. It's currently 2025. And I've had this account for 17 years. And I have nothing to show for it. But I didn't start wanting to become a creator until 2020. Becoming a creative was not on my plans. It's just something that just kind of happened. It just kind of happened. And yeah, it just kind of happened. Like, it was 2020. Everything was like closed down, and it just kind of fell into this is something I wanted to do. I just fell in love with it. But before that, I fell in love with YouTube. I love watching like music videos, interviews, keeping up with people you look up to, stuff like that. But I started making videos in 2020. I started doing fitness content. Then I transitioned to like comedy, because I'm into fitness, I'm into comedy. Then I transitioned to like, speaking. But like I say, this being a creative, it just kind of fell into my lap, because I never really put myself out there like that. I never really was the type of person to come on camera and speak my mind and blah blah blah. I don't know. That just wasn't me. I was always to myself, and into my own little world. But for some reason, I built up the courage, and I just became who I am today. And I just became this outgoing person who don't care what nobody thinks, and who just don't mind putting his flaws out to the world, and don't mind being judged, don't mind showing flaws, don't mind not being perfect, helping other people, so on and so forth. That's what I've been doing for the last 5 years on this channel and other similar platforms. But right now, I'm at the point where I need to know when to let it go. When I need to know when it's not working out, and I should move on and find better avenues for myself. Right now, I'm 30, and I'm not exactly where I want to be. And I think I need to focus on certain aspects of my life more than putting my time and energy into my online presence. Because after 5 years, if nothing really kicks up, like, is it ever really going to? That's the question. I don't know, and that's the question I can't answer. I would hope so, but I can't answer that. So I feel like I should step down and focus on other things in my life. Focus on growing up things. You feel me? And I'm not saying that you can't be a grown up, you can't be an adult, doing content. I'm not saying you can't do that, but I don't think that's where I'm at in my life. I feel like this was a chapter in my life, and I'm ready to move on to my next chapter. Whatever that may be. and I need to take some time and to focus on what that may be. But I just want to say I appreciate everybody that been rocking with me. I appreciate everybody that been supporting me. Everybody that showed me all love. Anybody I helped, anybody that I encouraged, because that's what I do it for. I say this a million times. I say this on almost every video. Like, you could be watching anybody in the world, but you're here with me. So thank you, because you don't have to do it. And yeah, as of right now, as of my thinking process, this will be my final video, or at least for a while, or at least until I figure some things out. I don't wanna say nothing is written in stone, because in life you never know how life's gonna be. Things happen. You never know what's gonna happen in life. Life is very, very surprising at times, and you can't predict it. So I don't want to say this is what it's gonna be and that's that. So I'm gonna just leave it up to the universe and the higher power, and I'm gonna figure things out. Yeah, I've been on there for 17 years, and I don't see this going anywhere, and I don't feel like I'm at the age where I don't want to waste any more precious time that I do have focusing on something that's not going to take off. And I know it's not good to give up on your dreams, but I don't want to say I gave up. But I do want to reflect. And I may come to the conclusion that this is not it, and it may be a dream that I have, but I need to come down to reality a little bit and know that sometimes in life you don't get everything you want, and that is okay, and just do the best I can. So that's pretty much where I'm at with this, and sorry if I'm rambling, sorry from long pauses. I'm just going off the top right now. So yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody over the years. A lot of people subscribed to me for like 5 years now. So I appreciate y'all. I couldn't ask for more support than you've already given me. But yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. And like I said, it was a fun experience, fun journey. It helped me through a lot. It helped me get through a lot. It was fun, making people laugh, making people think, bringing new ideas to you. It was just fun, evoking feeling into you, whatever it may be, happy, sad, blah blah blah, whatever it may be. It was a great experience. But I think it's time I hit the brakes and figure some things out on what's my plans moving forward. Is this something I want to continue? And if it's something I want to continue, okay, what am I doing that's going to catapult it to the next level, instead of being small scale year after year after year after year. So I'm just something I would sit back and think about. Maybe I'm the reason why I'm not where I want to be. Maybe I'm not putting in enough work. Maybe I'm putting out too much quantity and not enough quality. So maybe, like I say, you never know. So I don't want to say for sure, but I don't want to harp on, what could have been or what it might be and blah blah blah, because it'll drive you insane. But I do appreciate y'all. I do love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, it's just I gotta focus on other things. I gotta make sure I'm right. I gotta make sure I'm right, and I don't wanna waste my time anymore. I don't want to waste my time. I want to be on the right track. For a long time, I feel like I've been on the wrong track. I've been following the wrong path, and I want to be on the right track this time around. So it's not easy making this video, but here I am, and there we go. So yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I appreciate you. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. 17 years. 17 years. I probably could have, used that time a little better. So I'm not. So I would put all the blame on myself, to be honest. I probably could use all the time. I didn't. I didn't really take nothing serious. I didn't really take nothing serious until later on in life, and didn't feel like it's too late. But anyway, that's a story of another day. Anyway, I'm rambling again. But anyway, y'all have a beautiful, 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 beautiful life. A beautiful life. And till we meet again. I just want to say this real quick. One of my biggest fears in life, seriously, is not being successful, not being happy with my life. That's one of my biggest fears in life, to live a ordinary, mundane, boring, everyday, the same life. That's my biggest fear. My biggest fear for myself. My biggest fear for myself. You realize you're living something extraordinary. Being alive is something extraordinary. I don't know how to explain it, but it's something. I'm gonna just say it's something like a 1 in a million chance. It's like winning the lottery. Being alive is like winning the lottery. You could have not been here. You could have not been born. You could have died in the womb. You could have just never made it to the egg. You feel me? Or I don't want to go down into this path, but you could have been born. You could have been born an animal, but instead you was born something with a conscience. You was born something that know it's alive. You was born something that know it's human. You was born something that you was born something that knows. You was born something with intelligence. You was born something. You just say you lucky. Just to say you lucky. So I feel like there's so much this world has to offer. So much this world has to offer, and I feel like I'll never get to experience it fully or truly. I don't say I need to be the richest person in the world. I have all the money in the world. You feel me? I don't need that. I don't need that stuff. I don't need all that validation. I don't need the flashiest cars, but to experience life. That's what I feel is being successful, is to experience life to the fullest. Everything that life has to offer. All the places, all the foods, all the people, everything. Trust me, there's some people that never even left outside their hometown, outside their country, outside. There's so much they haven't seen before. And that's my biggest fear, is I'll fall into that category. So I don't know where life can take me a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, but I just pray I catch a break. I just pray I catch a break, because I know if I was given the opportunity, or somehow the gods look upon me, I know I could do something good with it. I wouldn't take it for granted. I know I could do something good with it. That's why I'm just I'm just shooting right now. I'm just shooting at the moon, hoping I land upon a star right now. I'm just I'm I'm doing these videos without the knowledge of who's seeing them, or or who's seeing them, or what type of feedback I'm gonna get, or what me talking can help the next person. It's just so much unknown in what I'm doing in the recent days. There's so much unknown, but like I say, at a certain point in life, you just gotta take your risks, man. You just gotta take risks. You just gotta take your risks, and to see what happens. I see a lot of great things happen to a lot of people by them taking a risk, just by them taking a risk. And in my years of life, I rarely took risks. I rarely took any risks. I always played it, playing about the books, playing about the books. I wouldn't do anything that seemed too risky, or seemed like the reward wasn't big enough for me. You feel me? But now I'm putting myself out there. It took a lot for me to. It took a lot for me even be able to talk on camera. To be honest with you, it took a lot for me. I wasn't used to talking on camera. I still ain't even used to hearing my own voice, playing back to me. It's just, I'm just getting used to it. But, but yeah, that's my biggest fear. My biggest fear, and I pray, I guess, I can overcome that. That's why. That's why. Like, when it comes to having kids, I'll fear for my kids, because I don't want them to go. I don't want them to feel how I feel. I don't want them to feel how I feel. I want to be in a position that if I was to have a kid, a son or a daughter, I could put them in a better position. They wouldn't have to, start off on the lowest totem pole. You feel me? They could start off decent and just work their way up. That's what I would like. Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening and hearing me out. And yeah, just have a great day.